Welcome to Change Agent Protocol. If you're watching this, you probably have pretty big dreams. You look at people around you and you're like, bro, I'm not made to be like these people. You were like, bro, I see this salesman thing. Someone has been stressing like so freaking much about it. Someone literally showed me that it actually freaking works. Everything on paper makes perfect sense. People are winning using it. It has all the things, like all the features, everything I need in order to sign clients, acquire clients, and deliver the services systematically, and all of that nice stuff. But somewhere in your heart, you don't really believe it will help. Your dreams, which you have right now, they seem like a far fetched reality. It's like my dreams, even though I know they're achievable, even though I know, like, eventually I'm gonna get there, but you just cannot see how will you actually get there. It's like they appear achievable if someone else asks you, like, bro, do you think if I was like you, can I do it? Like, you would be like, yeah, bro, like, of course you can do it. But at the same time, something says in your heart, this won't work for you. And you don't really believe it will help you. You think it will be the same as before. Like, you've tried a bunch of different things in the past, and nothing you try will ever work out for you. Exactly what had happened in the past. You were like, I've tried what this guy said, what this guy said, what that guy said, and all of these guys, they made perfect sense, exactly like you. Somil, whatever they had to offer, it was nice, exactly like the thing which you're offering. But for some freaking reason, I don't know why, I just never can get what I want. Like, no matter what I do, it just never seems to work out. And I have a feeling, like, I don't want it to happen. I have a feeling in my heart. This is gonna be another one of those things where I'm like, yeah, bro, like, I'll just give it a shot. But it does not really work out. But at the same time, you do want to change. And if this is you, this video is perfectly made for you. This can be an anything, not just sales and like literally anything in life. You can apply this. And if that's you, you need just two freaking things. I know it sounds very simple. I know your ego is gonna hate me for making your extreme, big, large, huge, humongous suffering like appear so minuscule. And it's literally just two things. The first thing is genuinely figure out what you want. I know that sounds very childish. I know you're thinking like Somil bro, like come on, tell me the more advanced stuff, all the automations, the shiny things, the copy, software, everything. But most of you, if you ask me, like you're watching this because you're here and you want to get here. Like this can be different. Maybe someone is at zero, maybe someone is at a decent place. But like we all can universally agree, we all are stuck at a certain place and we want to get there. Now, most of the people don't even have a fixed number towards which they're striving. They don't have anything like, okay, this is the thing which I'm actually working towards. How do I know this? I take sales calls and ask them, okay, bro, where do you see this business by next year's Christmas? Because it's December right now, so I'm like, next year's Christmas. That's a much better thing. I think like much better to say, where do you see this in the next 12 months? And 70 to 80% of people, like, these are people with actual legitimate businesses which are doing well. Like, even these people, 70 to 80% of them, they don't know where the frick they're actually going. So, how do you expect, like, the normal person to know all of this? And this is a very big problem. If you're not making the money you want to make, I have a couple of questions for you. The first question is, what exactly are you selling? Like 30 to 40% of the people watching this video, they won't even have a service or anything which they can offer to people in exchange for money. And how do you expect, like, genuine question? You don't even know what you have to offer, who needs it, why do they need it, and at what price can you sell it at? If you don't even have that, bro, how do you even expect to make money? That's like opening a store and never opening the shutter. That's yep. Why is this call coming? Someone just started disturbing me in the middle of the presentation by calling me. Anyways, if you don't have something for which people can pay you money, how do you expect to make it? How do you expect to like make a lot of money if you have a store and the store is never open? Like imagine having a storefront and you cover it with like brick and cement. No one can enter the store, no one can buy anything. Of course, it's not gonna work out. After that, a lot of people, like the people who do actually have something to offer, they're like, Soumil, I cannot make sales. Okay, brother, how many sales calls have you taken in the past 30 days? The answer is almost zero. Like, I've not seen a person, generally, even if you're terrible at sales, I've not seen someone who's like, Soumil, bro, I'm just taking a lot of sales calls and they're just not closing. It's a very rare issue. Most of the time, they don't even have sales calls in the calendar. Then ask them, bro, killer, like, why do you think this problem exists? Like, what have you done to book the meetings? And they're like, nothing. So, not even doing outreach and not even having sales calls, you don't even know where you're going. Of course, you're not going to get there. So, you actually have to even, like, just know in the first place, what exactly do you want? And after that, well, like, once you're pretty much aware, like, okay, this is the thing which I want, you actually need to do what needs to be done to get what you want. So I mean, like everyone knows that if they eat less and move more, they're gonna be in pretty good shape. They're not gonna be fat. But for some reason, why is majority of the world's population like moving towards obesity and all? I think there was a statistic by like in the next couple of years, around 50% of the world's population will be overweight. Do you think 50% of the world's population does not know that if they just eat less and they move more, they're going to lose weight? Do you think 50% of the world's population who is overweight and obese, and this is coming from a fat person, like, do you think I did not want to be in good shape? Of course I did. Being fat was terrible. I absolutely like hated it, man. And the thing is, knowing what you want is not enough. You actually need to do what needs to be done in order to get there. But the issue is, even if you know the mechanical actions, like, okay, bro, I have to tie my shoelaces, I have to go to the gym, then I have to cook this meal, then I have to say no to that chocolate, I don't have to buy the ice cream from the grocery store. You know what needs to be done? It's simple, it's not like rocket science. But for some reason, you just cannot seem to get the work done. And if that's something which you struggle with, if that's a problem which you're facing, this is gonna solve like everything. I promise this video. So, firstly, there's no point discussing number two if you don't even have number one figured out. And for that, I've created this document, like a spreadsheet, which you can use to reverse engineer your goals. And I promise you, this is going to give you like a big peace of mind. Like whenever I'm stressed, anxious, worried, everything, and it happens with everyone, bro. It's not like you're at here and once you get here, this will stop. Like the goalpost just keeps on moving ahead and ahead, and this never stops. So it's a lifelong process. You're gonna find the link for the document somewhere below this video, and it's called Reverse Engineering Your Goals. Basically, there are two types of spreadsheets. Like you cannot edit it, so you need to come on File, click on Make a Copy, and make a copy. Now this is gonna open up, and you'll be able to edit it and everything. So firstly, you have to decide: are you selling something which is like a one-time thing? Like, do you charge just once for your thing, or is it like a recurring thing? Basically, like people pay you every single month, and mm, and if you don't know what you should be doing over here, it should make sense logically. For example, like let's say I'm building someone a website. It does not make sense for me to charge like every single month. Like most of the work was done in the first month. Obviously, I don't have to charge them every single month. You can absolutely charge a small fee, like $100, $200 as hosting, maintenance fee, something like that. Like that's totally cool. But like it's like you charge $2,000 for the website, and after that, like $200 a month. So just figure out, if you don't have a service, I'll suggest you go with like the recurring thing. But if you already have a service, if you have a bit of proof of concept, don't change it completely over here. Let's say you're selling video editing. Obviously, it makes sense to like sell a retainer, because every single month you have to edit new videos. If you're just creating a logo for a brand, it does not make sense to like charge a retainer. The company needs their logo just once. You will create the logo once, and after that, they don't need another logo. So just figure out whatever service you have to offer, whatever you are selling. Is it like a one time thing or like a recurring thing? And what would be the right model? I'm not saying like charge recurring just for the sake of it. If your service genuinely does not require recurring payments or recurring efforts, like do not charge that. People are not stupid. Like if I have a cavity in my tooth, then I'm not gonna pay like a recurring thing. I'm gonna pay it once. The cavity is going to be fixed, and I'm not gonna get that cavity every single week from that day. If that's happening, like the doctor is doing something wrong, right? So just figure out if you want, like if you're selling something which is recurring or something which is one time. Let's say I'm gonna show you how you can use this document. This price is basically gonna be the thing of the service, whatever you have to offer. Like this is gonna be the price of that thing. Let's say you're selling something. I'm gonna keep it extremely simple for simplicity purposes. Let's say you're selling something for like $2,000. Like this can be changed to your currency as well. You don't have to do it in dollars. Just don't include a currency symbol. Let it say in numbers. Let's say you're selling something for $2,000 and your monthly revenue target was $10,000. You can just put it over here. Boom. Then automatically everything is taken care of. Like you need, like let's say you were selling it for $1,000. Most of you will be uncomfortable charging $2,000. Let's say $1,000 and your target was like $10,000. Then it automatically calculates how many clients you need a month. Okay, so you need like 10 clients a month in order to make $10,000 at $1,000 each. How many sales calls you need to take? How many are the total number of strategy sessions in a month? And over here, I've assumed that you have like a 20% conversion rate, which is very safe. Like 25 to 35% is pretty good, but I'm just gonna assume like 20%, very humble figures, nothing out of the world. If that's the case, you need around 50 clients because you close one call out of every 5. Like if you take 5 calls, you get 1 client. So you need like 50 sessions. Now this is going to show you how many sales calls you need to take in like a day. And you will see it's not actually a lot. It's genuinely less than like 2 a day, which is close to like you're thinking you need to do this crazy amount of work, but all you freaking need is like 2 sales calls a day. You just have to generate 2 appointments a day, take them, and out of every 5 calls, if you just sign 1 client, you're gonna get to this number. Like this was a very big number, right? Like $10,000. But now does it seem like realistically achievable? You can just change the number. Like let's say you want to sell make $10,000 again, but now you're like, bro, my service is actually good and I'm gonna charge like $1,500. Now you can see like you need just 6 clients, and for that you need like 33 strategy sessions a day, which is like almost around 1 a week. After that you're like, I'm gonna charge $2,000 and I want to make like $12,000. Then you can see you need like 6 clients, and for that you need 30 sessions, which is 1 call a day. All these numbers get automatically calculated. This is also going to show you like what is the total revenue you're going to make by the end of the year, and you can just play around with these numbers and boom, you have it. So I mean, but I'm selling like a recurring service. If that's the case, over here you will see like recurring revenue business metrics. You simply click on this. After here, like you can just start the revenue at which you're starting. Like let's say you're currently at 0. I'm just going to take that. Like let's say you were at $500. You can just put it over here and you can have the revenue target, like what is the total amount of revenue, monthly recurring revenue you want to add this month. Let's say that's just $1,000, and by the end of the month your target is that you go from like $500 to $1,500. How many clients do you need for that? I'm assuming like an average client is worth $1,000. You can obviously play around with it, change it, but I'm gonna assume that you just need one freaking client. And if we assume like you have a 20% conversion rate, you need just 5 calls a day. 5 calls a month, sorry, not a day. And for that, you need like, I don't even know what this number is, like 0.16 calls a day, not even 1 call a day. And if you just do that, you're gonna be making like $18,000. And if you just repeat, like even if we take just the simple number, you're just adding $1,000 to your monthly revenue. By the end of the year, you're gonna be at like $12,500, and your annual revenue is gonna be this. So after this, you automatically see like this is the revenue which we ended the month with, and next month that is obviously going to be a starting revenue. You can decide like what's the revenue you want to add. Like let's say you want to add $2,000 instead of that. Like everything will change, and all the math is going to be in front of you. You can just play around with these numbers. Like let's say even if you're starting from zero, you can just be like, what's okay? I'm starting from zero. Just be like, what is the total amount of revenue you want to add this month? Like let's say that's $500. The end revenue target is going to be this, and this, like all the math is in front of you, and all you need to do is just figure out a way to generate these many strategy sessions, like sales calls a day, and just generate this and close the deals. You don't even need like a crazy sales process for like a 20% conversion rate. And this is your goals reverse engineered. That's the process. Okay, cool, Somil. Now this is done. What exactly do I need to do to actually achieve the goal this time? Like that's all cool. Like everything is cool. Now I know what needs to be done. Like I know I have to generate these strategy sessions, everything. But how do I actually achieve the goal this time? Like I've done it. Like I've created the timetable, the everything. Like I've written down my goals. I've had the New Year resolutions. But for some reason, I never seem to like make it. So how do I actually like genuinely achieve the goal this time? What's the thing which I can do? And if that's you, like bro, I'm saying this out of experience. Like this was me. I used to get like so excited. I used to break it down, but after that, nothing happened. And we had agreed over here, if you need to get what you want to get, you have to figure out what you want. And we just did it. And if someone's like, Somil, bro, I don't know like what exactly I'm selling, what I'm selling it for, just start with like a $500 to $1,000 like a recurring service, and that's fine. You don't even need to know the exact service. Like you can figure it out. I'll create like guides even if you don't have a service, what you can offer, everything. But just start with like $500 to $1,000 service if you never sold anything before. If you're better than that, you can just like charge a bit higher. And now you know what you want. Like this is the revenue number which I have in my head, and in order for me to attain this, I just need to book like these many strategy sessions a day. And if I close just 1 out of 5 calls, like I'm gonna get there. Cool. But now we need to do the work which needs to be done in order for us to get to that place. And obviously that's pretty concerning. Like once again, we agreed, right? Everyone knows what to do in order to lose weight, but no one seems to be in a position where they are actually maintaining like a good freaking weight with ease, at least on a mass scale. Like the world is suffering with overweight problems, obesity, everything. So we actually need to do the work which will allow us to get what we want. And for that, let's reverse engineer the process of transformation. Like this is a transformation at which you're looking. You're here, you want to get here. And this thing is like a transformation. Let's just reverse engineer the entire process of the most successful course in the world. I'm not selling your course. Like Consulting Accelerator was one of the most successful course in the world. I think it was sold for like $2,000, and he had like 20,000 active students, everything. And he was making like 50 to 100 millions a year. Like 50, like 20 to 100 million, somewhere between that. I don't remember the exact number. Like the lowest ticket thing which he had to offer Sam Owens, who created the course, was $2,000. Do the math, multiply this by 2,000, and then he upsold them to like up level consulting to his quantum mastermind, everything. And now he's the owner of school.com, by the way. Like, yeah, the company, like this company, is Sam Owen's company. So, this is the person who created the course. This is the revenue generated by the students, and this created like 52 millionaires. There are a lot of courses in the world. So, why was this the most successful one? Like, let's just try to figure out. Like, I've had this, I've gone through it. It's absolutely phenomenal. And this helped me a lot. Like, other courses did not help me this much. So, what was it in this course which allowed us to have this beautiful transformation? And what allowed my favorite mentor, which is Sam Owens, to change so many lives drastically? Let's just reverse engineer the process of transformation, because if we know this thing works, this thing has like transformed so many lives, and we want to transform our life, then we need to do the things which people who followed the system did, right? So let's just reverse engineer the process of transformation. And then Sam Owens, like the course, everything, you just need 5 things to transform any part of your life. The reason, like, there's no person in the world who's like, Soumil, I've done all 5 of these things and I was not able to transform my life. Most people don't have a clear cut goal which they want to achieve. The minority of people who have the goal which they want to achieve, they never get there because they just cannot do the work which is needed to get there. They just cannot seem to do what it takes. They just don't, like, it's funny. It's not difficult. It's not out of the world. Yet we all cannot do it. And these 5 reasons are the only 5 reasons. Like, if you have all of these, it's impossible to change. I did not say this. Sam Owens did. And he had the most successful course. Like, imagine he created millionaires just by sharing videos of him talking. He was talking in front of, like, not even a camera. He had a presentation. He was just speaking stuff. People listened to that stuff. And people could change. People could become millionaires. 52 of them. Does that not show you? This is genuinely powerful, freaking stuff, man. And the 5 things you need in order to make this happen in your life, to achieve the goal, we just agreed and we broke it down into simple math. Like, these are the calls you need, blah, blah, blah. Number 1, you need solid foundations. I know it sounds very cliche, but this is the thing upon which everything is built. What constitutes solid foundations? The first one is your niche. The exact group of people you're going to be serving. You need a good understanding of your niche. What exactly do they want? What are they struggling with? What resonates with them? What is their language? Everything. You need to have a solid understanding of them. What's their current situation, where they want to go, what have they tried in the past, what would make their mouth water, everything. And once you understand them, you create an offer which is instantly going to resonate with them. You need these solid foundations. If this is wrong, like, nothing else genuinely happens. If you don't have a good niche and a good offer, like, you can do anything. It's impossible to win. This is the highest leverage, like the most asymmetrical things. You don't even need like good case study, social proof, if your offer is freaking nice. After that, once you have your niche and your offer figured out, you need like sales and delivery systems. What exactly do I mean? In order to generate sales, you need to book appointments. In order to book appointments, you need to reach out to people, or you can post content to collect like inbound leads. You can also run ads, but that is beyond the scope for discussion for most of the people, so I'm not going to cover it in this particular video. But you need a way to generate sales. So if you have good solid foundations, if you understand your niche, offer everything well, you can create good systems which genuinely work, and all of them will be shared with you, don't worry. But you have to make some changes. You cannot copy the exact word by word thing which I use, because that is made for my offer. I'm going to give you like 90% of the stuff already. You just have to make like small tweaks. And for that, in order to ensure you make the tweaks correctly, you need a good niche, offer, and understanding of the system. Now, once you're signing clients, you cannot be working every single hour like just to fulfill them. Otherwise, how do you plan on signing more clients? How do you plan on scaling? How do you plan on like enjoying life? Like, that's the thing for which you started the business, right? And for that, you need like good delivery systems. Meaning like the client has signed the contract, everything. and he has paid me money for what I'm supposed to deliver, you need to have good systems which will allow you to systemize service delivery. That is the solid foundations part. After that, and for this, like guides and everything, I think I'm gonna develop my own AI as well, which is gonna help you with your niche. Like, how do you figure out your niche? It's gonna help you with your offer, with your sales system, delivery systems, everything. That AI is gonna be created for you. In-depth guides and tutorials are coming, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna help you in this exact journey. But this is a non-negotiable. Once you have that, you need a paradigm. I was the idiot, like the retard, who used to think like I don't need like mindset stuff, like that is for the crystal healing need, like all of that stuff. I just need to like know the tactics. I just need to know what to do. I just need to know the perfect exercise in the, like I just need to know the perfect angle. Should the bench press be at 15-degree angle or 45-degree angle for the best upper chest, or like how should I speak, like should I do this, should I do that, like should I put this in the YouTube title, should I like use this word in my email copy, like hi better hota hai, like is hi better or hey, like what is it? I was just focus on the shiny objects, like the shiny stuff, which are like the tactics. But be honest, you've tried this approach, right? Has it worked for you? Like, I don't have a rubber band. But in the book, Psycho Cybernetics, which is a genuine 10 out of 10 book, he gave the analogy of a rubber band. Let's say you have a rubber band over here, and you're just pulling one end of the rubber band. Like, there's gonna be a point where you cannot stretch it further, and it's gonna break, and it's gonna snap back. And it won't be normal. Like, normally you are like this. It's gonna hurt your finger, and you're probably gonna be at a place which is worse than where you started. And he was like, what if instead of like just stretching the rubber band from one end, what if you could move it like this? You want to reach here, right? You can just move like this instead of like doing and that opened my eyes. So your mindset, your paradigm, the way you view the world, the way you perceive everything. Do you see yourself as a victim, like everything is your fault, or is it the world's fault? Do you see, like, whenever you face any setback or any failure, like, do you see it as God trying to teach you a lesson or something which is a part of the process, something which is going to make you into a better overall human being? Or are you like, bro, like, I cannot do it, I cannot make it? The thoughts which you have, are they positive or negative? Like, do you constantly think, like, what if I don't make it? What if I don't do this, do that? Like, are they like that? Or are they like, bro, what if I do freaking make it? There's nothing which can genuinely stop me. Do you visualize yourself like being a freaking winner? Like, do you perceive the world with a better lens? Like, let's say this is a DSLR camera. Like, I have a camera, but I'm not using it. I'm using my phone as the webcam. But like, let's say this was the camera. If I like zoom it in, you can just see this like reddish thing, whatever it is. But if I change the lens, the perception is altered. Like, different types of lenses. Like, if you have one camera, like let's say this is a camera, and I put a 50mm lens on it, I'm gonna see this thing. Like, basically, I'm just gonna try to find a picture. Yep. Yep. Let's say this was a blue sky, and I come to you, I'm like, bro, do you see this beautiful blue sky? And you are wearing glasses which had these pink, like these red color tinted glasses, whatever you want to call it. You're gonna be like, Somil, are you freaking crazy? Like, the sky is pink. Like, I can see the sky is pink. The sky is objectively blue, but you're seeing it as pink because you have tinted lenses on your eyes. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, do you think the people who are ahead of both me and you, like obviously there are people in front of me, do you think a billionaire looks at the world the exact same way I do it? Like, when the war in Ukraine started, I was like, bro, like this is terrible, like what is happening, everything. And I genuinely did not care, to be honest. But the billionaire was probably thinking, okay, now this thing happened, so the Russian ruble, like this might happen to the Russian ruble, like this might happen, so I can position my assets in this way, blah, blah, blah. The situation was exactly the same. He just perceived it in a different way. And your mindset and your paradigm is one of the most important thing, like genuinely the most important thing. And I'm going to create two different types of modules. One is going to be the instant one, using which you can like start seeing changes right now, because you have 30 days in order to transform you into a winner. And I'm also going to create like a longer term thing which you can follow every single day, which is going to change the way you view the things, you view the world, sorry. And that's going to help you out a lot. If you are from India, like you speak Hindi, then these channel videos, they're genuinely gonna help you. These are genuinely like 10 out of 10 videos. For mindset, I just don't script it, nothing. I just press record and share the lessons which I learn. And this is genuinely nice. So you can like refer to this and watch this video. But like modules, everything are gonna come out in the future. The third thing, which Sam Owens mentioned, like you need solid foundations so that you can actually like have a clear understanding and you're not going against the laws of the universe. After that, you need to transform your mind, because if you think you're a failure who's never going to make it, like that's going to be a reality. I cannot jump from the 10th floor if I genuinely believe that jumping from the 10th floor is going to kill me. Obviously, I'm not going to do it. So how do you expect me to jump from the 10th floor if I truly from the deepest depths of my heart believe like I'm going to die and I don't want to die? So I know it's a pretty extreme example, but it gets the point across. After that, the people around you, they're not into this online business thing. They're not entrepreneurs. They're not like you. They're different from you. And they don't get you, if I'm being really, really honest. They're different people, man. They're just different. And you don't resonate with them, right? You don't resonate with them. So, the point I'm trying to convey, if you just try it out. Go to a random friend or a family member and try to explain your dreams to them. They're either going to be scared. It's very rare they actually support you. They're either going to be extremely scared or something like that, or they're going to make fun of you on your face like, are you sure you can do it? Or when you leave, they're going to make fun of you. So you need a community. Like winning is frowned upon. People call you like arrogant and narcissistic and egotistical. But you should celebrate your wins, right? You're building positive momentum. Like, it's a positive feedback loop. You tell the world, like, imagine the world was like this. Imagine you, like, all your friends around you, they supported you when you won. You're like, bro, I did this one thing. They're like, damn, bro. You get the recognition, you get the surge in dopamine, and you're more motivated to go and find and seek the next win. And this just keeps on happening, and you build a positive momentum, a positive feedback loop. And that's what he said. Like, you need a community which celebrates winners, where winning is celebrated. People don't look at you like narcissistic or arrogant when you post a win. People who support your dreams. Like a place where you can be like, bro, I'm facing freaking doubt right now, but I want to make it. This is my dream. And people are like, bro, I freaking believe in you. That's what you want. And for that, the SalesGen community is always there for you. You can just go over here. Bro, this is made for you. Like, I wish I had this. And you can just go to the daily win section. You can just post your win. It does not have to be anything. You're just building momentum. If you just eat clean, if you wake up on time, if you just go to the gym, if you just send one outreach message, you book one one sales call, you take the sales call, you just close one deal, anything, literally, no matter how small it is. If it's a win for you, like, it's a win for us. And it just starts building the momentum. The next time you're going to be more tempted to you're going to be more tempted to find a bigger win, because there's a thing called hedonistic adaptation, where basically if you're feeling good from a win at this level, it's not going to make you feel happy after a period of time. So naturally you want to achieve a win which is at this level. And this just it builds you up. Because every single day you're like, bro, I have to post in the community. I have to tell the world I'm a freaking winner, not a freaking loser, man. I have to tell it to the entire world. And support your wins. Like, support people. You ask for help, I'm going to be the one who supports you. If you're ever feeling lost, support each other, bro. There's, people around you won't support you because they're different people from you. You cannot find it around you. So why not use this opportunity. Like every single person in that community, he has the same ideals and goals as you. Like, why would he join that? Why would he opt in for the sales and trial if he was not interested in the same exact things you're interested in? So use the community well. After that, mentorship. He was like, if you don't have a mentor who can tell you what exactly you need to do, you cannot get there. And for that, there are going to be live calls every single week, maybe in the future, like twice a week as well, where I'm gonna be there, bro. I'm gonna hold your freaking hand and I'm gonna guide you through the entire journey. Literally everything you need, like ask anything away. There's a channel called Question and Answers. You can drop your questions over there. I either reply via text if it's a simple one, or I record like a Loom video. I'm here to help you in this journey. This like a 0% chance you can fail, bro. I'm gonna give you the solid foundations. I'm gonna give you the paradigm, the mindset you need to win. I'm gonna give you the community which supports your dreams and celebrates winners. I'm gonna help you, hold your hand in each and every single step of the journey. And last but not the least, just doing the actual work. And for that you have SalesGen. To do the actual work, you need to like reach out to people. For that you have SalesGen. After that, you need to conduct sales calls. So that you have SalesGen. Like the learning resources, software, everything. And once that is done, you need to like systemize service delivery, like deliver the services. For that you have SalesGen as well. Like, I have a question for you. If you understood your niche, you had something to offer which they genuinely wanted, you had a good system of generating sales and delivering the services, and you had the mindset of a winner, of a billionaire who was like, bro, this thing is possible. You had the right mindset which was conducive to your success. You had a community of winners which celebrates wins and does not frown upon them. And these people support your dreams. You had mentorship from the people who have already reached the place you want to reach, and also people from different parts of the world who want to basically impart the knowledge and education and help you win. And you just did all the actual work you needed to do, and you had all the things which you needed to do the actual work in your hands. Do you not believe you can attain the goal you just set out in this document, like the document over here? Do you think it's impossible to do it? And last but not the least, I keep it as my wallpaper as well. Like, this is a very powerful thing. The only 4 things that matter, according to Sam Owens, genius. Like, bro, I love this guy. He does not pay me. He does not even sell the course anymore. It's like sold out everything. And he sold the company, if I'm not wrong. But this thing like changed so many things for me. It's like you'll be tempted to do anything other than the work in closing a sale. Like, you just have 2 things to do: close deals, deliver services. And apart from that, you'll be tempted to do everything. I'm just going to do that. Like, yeah, bro, I can just research about the new latest, right? The new latest hack. Keep it simple and execute on these 4 things daily. You need solid foundations, understanding of your niche, offer, everything. You need the right mindset. You need to remind yourself, and mindset work is, I struggle with it myself. But the only thing which I've learned the most is it's an everyday process. It's not like you fix your mind in one day and you never have to worry about it. It's not going to be like you try it today and from today your paradigm, your worldview, everything changes. It's an ongoing, everlasting process. You have to work on it every single day. If you have solid foundations, you have the right paradigm and mindset. You just have to generate like strategy sessions, which is sales calls. And for that, you have the outbound systems. We provide you with sales and everything. And you just have to do the strategy sessions. That's it. If you just do this thing, you're going to make money. And if you do anything apart from these things, you're not going to make money. That's all I had for this video. Once again, if you have any questions, you can just be like, Saumil, I'm going to come to the community and I'm going to post a question over here. And once again, like, in order to access it very easily, I've attached the links for the Android app and the iOS app. Like, you can download it from the App Store and the Play Store as well. And yeah, that's how you access everything. And you can just drop it over here and I'll be more than happy to help you answer the question. That's all I had for this. Take care. Have a beautiful, fantastic day ahead, man. Boom.